Hello and Namaste. I'm Mukta and you're watching Desi Deutsch, Indian living in Germany. Small and big differences in the way we do various things makes the lifestyle and the culture of two countries different. One such thing is grocery shopping, although a very small one, but still. And in today's video, I'll be discussing 15 things that are good to know about grocery shopping in Germany. There are both similarities and differences in the way grocery shopping is done in India and in Germany. And honestly, even if you don't watch this video and you're an Indian living in Germany, you'll get to know about these things sooner or later. In fact, some of you might be knowing already all of it, or some of you might be knowing some of it. So why am I still making this video? There are two reasons. One, that it is a requested video. Also, it was voted the highest in the poll that I took in my Facebook group about which video would you like to see in the future. The second reason is that I personally like to know about these things beforehand rather than facing them firsthand by an experience in an awkward situations, which makes me feel really self-conscious and kind of intimidated at times. So if you also think the same, or if you're just curious about how things work or how grocery shopping is done in Germany, then I think you'll be able to enjoy this video. Also, I make videos about exploring Germany and Europe, mainly Germany, from an Indian perspective. So if you think that would interest you, then consider subscribing to this channel. Moreover, it's free, so why not? So once you're done making the grocery shopping list, the next thing is to decide which superstore you'll be buying your groceries from. And that decision normally depends on three factors: proximity, price range, and variety offered. Proximity is generally not a problem in Germany because almost always you'll be able to find at least one supermarket within 1 kilometer or 1.5 kilometer radius, and many a times you might even find 3, 4 or even 5 supermarkets within that area. So yeah, that's great. But price range is an important consideration because unlike what we have in India, there's no such concept called MRP in Germany. Back in India, because of the MRP, which is the maximum retail price, almost all stores will sell one particular item for the same price because that's the maximum price that they are allowed to charge for it. You'll be getting stuff for a lesser price if you go to a distributor or a wholesaler and you buy things in bulk, or if you have some contacts. Yeah. Over here, different stores can charge different things for the same product. And actually, you can classify the supermarkets over here based on this particular thing, because there are two categories. One is a discounter and the other is a premium superstore. That's what I like to call it. I think the technical term is a hypermarket, but I'm not sure. We'll just stick to the premium superstore thing. A discounter is a store where you'll be able to find various products at really reasonable, or in fact at times even cheap prices. The only thing is that you would not find a lot of variety over there or a lot of variants of the same product. Whereas at a premium superstore, you'll be able to find a lot of variety, but the prices would be comparatively higher. Some of the discounters over here in Germany are Netto, Lidl, Aldi, Penny, etc. And some of the premium supermarkets over here are Edeka, Rewe, Kaiser and Kaufland. I cannot list all supermarkets in these categories because honestly the supermarkets can differ in different regions of Germany. Especially you'll be able to notice some good differences between South Germany and North Germany. These things can sound really confusing, and especially if you have a monoshine view just like I have, then you might be thinking that you need to do a lot of work. You need to research, you need to go to each and every supermarket in order to find which place offers what product at what price. But there's a good news. There's a website that lists all the products, the supermarkets and the respective prices, and hence you can have a comparative look over there. I'll be putting a link to that website in the description box below, and you let me know if it helped you in the comments below. Another good news for all the monishas out there is that there are weekly discount offers. You get the offer booklets in your letterbox, and if you do not get them, you'll be able to check them out in the respective website. Also, there's a website that has uploaded versions of all these offer booklets of almost all the superstores and in fact even some other stores. So I'll put a link to that website as well in the description box. I buy a lot of things in these weekly discount offers. In fact, I had mentioned about these discount booklets in another video of mine as well, which was about 15 things that I love about living in Germany. You can watch that video from the link in the description or from this little eye. Many a times I even wait for things to get on offer before I buy them. And you can actually predict these things because many a times the offers are according to seasons and they are in themes and all. So like recently, because we had spring, so you had a lot of floral tops and such things on offer. So I did buy quite a few from there. In fact, there was also one Asian themed week wherein for a week you would get products from India and other Asian countries in the supermarkets as well. So that's great. Although not all Indian groceries were available, but there was none. Now that you know what you want to buy and where you want to buy it from, there's only one thing that you need to check before heading out to the superstores, and that's the calendar. Yes, that's important because on almost all Sundays, all of the supermarkets and in fact even all of the malls are closed. Same is the case in all public holidays. And so many a times before these holidays, the supermarkets are fairly crowded. It is also good to know the opening timings of a supermarket before you go there. Generally, the supermarkets over here open at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and they close at either 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Some even stay open till 10 p.m. especially if they are at a prime location. You can check the opening timings of a particular superstore from its respective website, and also you can read it on their main board. Just like in India, it is advisable to take a shopping bag with you so that you can carry your groceries home. Because if you forget that, you'll have to buy one at the grocery store. And the second thing that's important to carry when you're going for grocery shopping is a coin of either 50 cents or 1 euro or 2 euros. You use that coin in order to unchain the carts. Yes, the shopping carts over here are chained together, and in order to unchain a cart, you need to push a coin in an allotted slot, which is generally at the right hand side corner. You need to push that coin in so that you can unchain the cart, use it, and once you're done using it, put the cart back into its place, chain it back, and you'll get your coin back. If sometimes you forget carrying a coin, you can go to the counter and ask for coins in exchange for your note. You need not stand in the queue in order to do that. Generally, the first thing that you see after entering a German supermarket is the fruits and veggies department. Many times you are able to find a lot of vegetables that are pre-packaged and obviously pre-weighed, pre-priced and all of it, but many times you find a lot of fruits and vegetables that are loose. Now the way you pick them or the way you buy them can differ from superstore to superstore. Like at some places you need to get a polythene bag from the roll that's already there, fill in whatever vegetable you want to buy. If you want, you can weigh it at the weighing machine that would be placed nearby. If you don't want, it's okay. And later on, the cashier will tell you how much that would cost you. Whereas in some superstores, you are actually supposed to weigh the fruits and vegetables after you've picked them and press a button so that you get a sticker. You place the sticker on it so that the cashier can directly scan that thing and the price is entered automatically in the bill. If you forget doing that and you do all your shopping and go to checkout, the cashier generally does not really say anything, but he or she has to get up, do that, like get the sticker on the fruits or vegetables, and then the billing continues, which is actually annoying not only for the cashier but also for the people who are waiting over here. So it's generally better that you keep in mind and check if you are supposed to get that sticker on your vegetables or not. There are also some superstores wherein you have employees who will pick those vegetables for you, weigh them and price them. And over there, generally you will be able to find a sign with a hand and a slash over it, so which means that you're not supposed to touch those vegetables. Over there, if you start picking the vegetables by yourself, then you can be scolded. So look out for the signs, yeah? In almost all German superstores, you'll be able to find freshly baked breads and freshly baked goods. You can pick them up using the tool that would be placed nearby, and you need to fill them in a bag that will be also placed nearby. Those are special bags which are organic paper bags and have something transparent on top of it so that the cashier is able to see what you've bought and put the price accordingly. The cigarettes over here are kind of like a secret because they're not displayed in the open. They're locked in a box, and if you want to buy them, you can talk to the cashier. Because there's no MRP over here, the prices of the product are not printed on its package. They are generally written on the shelf over here. And these prices are inclusive of all taxes, but they do not include the fund or the refund that might be applicable. Generally, a fund is applicable if you're buying something in a plastic bottle or at times even in a glass container, and you'll get the refund back once you deposit those bottles or the containers back at the superstore. I had talked about the fund and how you can collect it in the video about garbage disposal in Germany. You can watch this video from the link in the description box or from this little eye. When you line up in the checkout queue and you notice that the person behind you has really few items whereas you have your cart full, or you have decent good enough number of items, then it is common and considered polite to let that person go ahead of you. It is not a compulsion but just a sweet and thoughtful gesture. I have experienced it from both ends. For the checkout, we place all the products that we intend to buy on the conveyor belt and we put a divider bar right after it so that our products do not get mixed with the products of the other person. It is considered really important over here, and many a times the person who's standing behind you might not start putting their stuff on the conveyor belt until you place a divider bar in between. Some people place the divider bar if you missed it out, but it's always better to take care and do it. If you forgot bringing the shopping bag to the superstore, then you can buy one from over there. They are generally placed under the conveyor belt, so you can just pick one and put it along with the other items that you want to buy. And the last but not at all the least point, this is a very commonly shared experience that I'm going to talk about. It is very important to be real quick while you bag your groceries. Back in India, you have an employee that packs all your groceries into a bag and then hands it out to you. But such is not the case over here. Over here, you are supposed to collect all the groceries by yourself and pack it by yourself. And the cashier is really doing it at a real good speed, scanning and sliding things towards you. So you have a heap of all the groceries that you want to buy coming towards you, and that's increasing like this. So I honestly struggle a lot in keeping up with that particular speed. My friend Janalyn says that she feels as if she is contesting in a game show when she is bagging her groceries over here. So that's really difficult. And I have two tips that might help you to ease out the process. One is to place all the items on the conveyor belt in the reverse order of how you plan to pack them. So the heavier items would go ahead and the lighter items or the things that might get spoiled because of the weight, like vegetables or fruits, will go at the end so that you can directly put it off without having to think about it when you're packing it. And the second way to ease things out is to put all the things first into your shopping cart. So just put them up without thinking about arranging them, and as such you've already kept your heavier items first, so you're not really worried about damaging anything. And then once you are done paying for your bill, you can go to a side and pack your stuff in peace without having to hurry at all. So I hope these things would be of help to you in having a pleasant grocery shopping experience in Germany. And if you think they will, then please do hit the like button, because you know that your likes bring me smiles, your comments make me think, and your subscribes and shares make me grin. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I made this video for this weekend because it was the most voted video title in a poll that I took in my Facebook group. The name of the Facebook group is Desi Deutsch (Indian in Germany), and I had asked a question over there about which video would you like to enjoy watching in future. I had put some video titles that I plan on making videos on as the options for the poll. You can vote for a video that you would like to watch in that poll, and you can also choose multiple options. One more thing that I would highly recommend you to do is to put your video suggestions as one of the options over here so that other people can also vote on it, and I'll have a clear picture as to what videos should I make in future. So please join that Facebook group and let's discuss and plan future videos together. That would really help me a lot, and I would be able to deliver things that you would enjoy more. So I'll see you next weekend. Till then, Alvida and auf Wiedersehen!